shouldn't be walking around like this. These people will kill you.
Very good.
Hello, and welcome to the show. This shit show. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, knock on wood, today, everything seems to be just like getting along. My computer's getting along, my fan is getting along, Poppy is getting along. I meant to grab him and set him over here. Actually, I had a good day at my day job. It's just, well, I was gonna lie and say I had a good nap. It wasn't good or bad, really. It was just, it was what it was. I only got like an hour and a half, maybe. You guys know me, I'm built for 3-hour naps. Anyway, so we're wearing our Trixie Mattel shirt, and I did shave. I know. I didn't have okay, so I don't use shaving cream. I use a hair conditioner normally to shave with, and I did use conditioner to shave with. I have two different conditioners. I have one for my head and then one for my face for when I shave, and I ran out of my face conditioner my last shower, and I forgot to get some while I was in town today before I came home. And so I had to use my hair conditioner to shave with, which is something I've never done before. It did the trick, I guess. I have a feeling I'm gonna break out from it because it has the tiniest hint of perfume in it. And you guys know what a shit show my skin is. Anyway, so today we're going to get back on our Warlock Aurora and continue our Questisha for the wildest pair of shoulder pads. No, I'm just kidding about that. I'm gonna pause that for a second, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and close it down because for some reason Spotify is incredibly resource intensive. I'm gonna have to Google which one's more resource intensive, either Spotify or Pandora. I actually really like Spotify, but I found out recently that the amount of time that you get for audiobooks is negligible. Now, I came to Spotify kind of late, like a year or so ago. Actually, about 2 years ago, I think, is when I picked up Spotify. And I like it, don't get me wrong. I like, I have Spotify Plus, which is, or Premium, whatever you want to call it, which is where I pay, I think, like $5 or $6 a month, maybe $9 a month. It's either $5 to $9 a month. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But it's like you get basically unlimited music, albums, podcasts, stuff like that. But apparently you only get, like, I think 15 or 20 hours worth of audiobooks. Now, if there's one audiobook that I think is really, really worth listening to in the World of Warcraft universe, actually that way, is you need to listen to Dawn of the Aspects, narrated by, I believe it's Richard A. Knack. It's so well done. It's so well done. I will say the guy that's narrating it, Richard, he has a really good way of conveying the same kind of pitch and intonation and cadence as the voice actors who voice some of the characters. Like, for instance, Alex Straza. in Dragonflight, you know, actually in the game period, she has a very specific cadence to her tone. It's very kind of like, it's not slow necessarily, but her words are a little bit measured and drawn out a little bit, I guess, for dramatic effect. And she has a very singular voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, her voice is very uniquely singular. Like, you couldn't mistake her voice actor for a different voice actor. And Richard Nack, he has a male voice. It's kind of deep, but when he speaks for Alexstrasza, he adopts the way she speaks in such a way that, like, you're like, even there's no video to this. You're listening. You're like, okay, that one's Alexstrasza. That one's Kalagos. That one's Nosdormu. That one's Neltharion. I mean, it's crazy. That one's Jaina. I mean, there's so many that it's kind of like, you're like, you could, after listening to it for just a little bit, you're like, even if they don't identify who's speaking, you know instantly who's talking. He does a different voice, a different cadence, different intonation, different way, like just masterfully done. And the story itself is so well written. Now, the book is a little bit dated, and it is, I want to say, still 100% canon, but I feel like we got a big, basically it's the story of how the aspects became aspects. It's the story of before they were aspects, actually, when Galakrond was about to destroy the world, basically. And believe it or not, Nosdormu and not Kalagos, it was the original blue, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But all of the aspects, minus Kalagos, the one that was before him, the original blue dragonflight aspect, but they fought, nearly died, nearly lost everything, but defeated Galakrond, and they did it without even any spectral powers. Now, the dragonflights, the original, you know, dragonflights, they did still have some of their basic abilities, like Nosdormu fought with sand. Neltharion, he fought with titanic power in the sense that, like, he was incredibly sturdy. He could create shockwaves. Alexstrasza could breathe healing life, basically. The yellow, not the yellow, I forget what the blue dragonflight guy's name was. I forget, but he was able to basically, like, breathe ice. They had breath attacks. That was it, really. And it was only after they defeated all of them and very nearly got destroyed by the Titans afterwards. But it was Tyr who spoke up for them, and I believe, oh God, who's the one? I have spent so much time running around in the Shadowlands and Dragonflight lately that I've forgotten so much of the Titan names and lore and stuff. But the Lifebinder, basically, the when she's, because each one of them shares something with a specific Titan, basically. If it wasn't for Tyr and the other one, I can't remember her name. I think it starts with an A. Oriole, something like that. But anyway, they spoke up for the aspects and were like, they saved the world, and they're on their way to evolving anyway. So why don't we do something to not only repay them in kind in terms of what they sacrificed, because they lost almost all their flights, basically, but also ensure a way to safeguard this world against, the forces of chaos. And so that's when the aspects lifted up, when the Titans lifted up the original Fab Five, I guess, and turned them into the dragon aspects as we know them today, except for, of course, Kalagos. What was his name? We went through the entire Blue Dragonflight questline in Dragonflight, and oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll turn on our game music, because, I mean, we got to have a little bit of sound. I'm going to turn that down to 55. I don't want it to be too loud, but I do want it to be loud enough to hear. Now, what I've been doing the last 2 days, basically, is work, because we've got our huge yearly project coming up. And then, a little bit of just on my main running around in Shadowlands. I haven't gone back to the War Within. Don't get me wrong, I have been doing the War Within stuff on... Why is that over there? Why is this over here? What is going on? Why is my XP bar? I must have moved something and... Alright, hold on. Keep that, but... You stop. We gotta move these. I don't know what the hell happened. What in the world? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, what is going on? Why is it doing this? Oh, no. It's not. Wait. Here we go. Alright, revert all changes. Hold on. Maybe I did this in Bartender. Oh, hello. Move. Okay. It's my status tracking bar. There we go. Enabled. Not locked. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why that. I don't know what happened. Okay, so on our last on our last little adventure, we landed here. We are about to do the quest. That's okay. We had to go to basically behind Dornagal. Dornagal, remember, is the city capital of Hazalgar. Okay, we picked up a quest to go to the land behind. Now, the thing is, no one knows what's back here. Because, remember, the Earthen are biological, but they're also slightly mechanical. Think of them as like a living construct, basically. Which explains why when they die, you can take their memory crystal or gem out and you can view it like it's a memory chip in a computer or something, right? Okay, so they operate on directives. Like if they are directed to, repair and maintain the city, that's all they do. I mean, they go to bed, they get up, they eat breakfast, they sleep, all that kind of stuff, but they have biological imperatives, but they also have like computerized or like they're very close to what the Titans. What's up, new follower? Blade 6969. It's nice to meet you. I hope you stay. I hope you enjoy the content. But yeah, they're as close to what the Titans originally planned for Azeroth than anything else, basically. They're very close to Algalon the Observer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are very, very close to almost like machines, basically. And they don't deviate from their programming very much. So they've always been told never to come here for some reason. And they don't know why. And every time someone would get close, their imperatives or their directives would take over and they would just turn back. So we're about to see what happens back here. And we're also going to turn this volume up just a teensy. Okay. Sorry about that, Blade. I was in the middle of explaining what we did on our last stream with this character because our last stream we played on a different character and just kind of chilled and vegged out. But now we're back into the main storyline. Oh, let's turn it in, shall we? Yeah, she's shaking. It says, I cannot describe what this place feels like to me. It's oppressive. I cannot think. The urge to turn back is strong. Now, I did disable my my dialogue UI. Not for any specific reason. I ran into a conflict on another character, and I had to disable it in order to do my quest for that character, and I just haven't turned it back on. That's all it is. I still stand the dialogue UI add-on. It is 1000% what you need to modernize this game. Okay, so investigate the abandoned tower behind Dornagal. Oh, this is also the quest where we will discover why it's called Dornagal. I really think it's interesting. Also, this is just me nitpicky. I don't know if you guys can really see it very well, but right here there's like a little bubble in the rug on the floor. I don't know what it is. I love this tiny little detail. I love when you go into an area in the game and it's not like plain Jane same. You know, there's something in there that makes it feel like, oh, the devs took a little extra time with this one. I love that. The surrounding weapon cache and other supplies are covered in thick cobwebs and dust. Okay. So it's not there, so I guess we gotta go up now. I just realized I'm using the fabulous title. I mean, guilty. Alright, so we got a little letter right here on the... Let's see what that says. Watcher Galen has grown paranoid. She asks us what has become of Watcher Dornick. We've claimed ignorance, but she has been interrogating our kin and then collecting their memory gems. She will stumble upon one of us sooner or worse, find our armaments cache. We must make a move tonight. Alright, so as of right now, that's the first thing we found with evidence that something has happened. So let's go tell Dagran. Okay. Oh, I guess when we touch something, we made this thing. It says activate the device. Oh, Aurora says, I think we got the device working. Head on down to the tower's entrance and see. Now it says activate the device, Aurora. I think it's reacting to whatever is affecting Brent. Yeah, because Brent is having a hard time at this. Dornick earned his fate. Both defied directives. Galen, you misuse memory gems, lapse in judgment. You will repurposed. Watch over no more. Instead, safeguard my... And then it just... That's it. So, there's bodies of the Earthen right here. So apparently, something happened to Dornick, right? And Galen was asking questions. And that unknown entity, which is obviously a Titan, in fact, I say that was Odin. That looked a lot like early Odin. Oh no, Titan Keeper, not Titan, excuse me, Titan Keeper. It would seem that a Titan Keeper was telling Galen that she would be repurposed since she had failed in her investigation to find out what happened to Dornick, I think.
Another puzzle to solve?
I'm not sure what's affecting Brent, but it's clear she's in pain. Alright, so we're going to give him this sheet of paper. Titan Watchers, that's right. Titan Watchers. But what does that all mean, and who were they?
Make sure to take notice.
Follow the signal and witness a second memory.
I need some Titan.
Alright, so we have to follow this voice. Why am I not tracking it though? That's weird. Alright, up here is a collapsed tunnel. Now this, I believe, was the beginning of... What is that? Oh, that's just a sheep. This was, at some point, I believe they were making a Titan facility here, and something happened, and I think the Earthen rose up and were like, we're not doing this, and then I think they might have killed one of the guardian things. Alright, let's see. We've got another one. Let's see what it says. Oh, manifested protocol. I actually was not expecting this because when I played this on my first character, I walked up right as it ended, so I didn't have to go through any of this. What's she doing to me? I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Let's pull out some big boy guns. Okay, must protect. Okay, so that's all there is. Apparently, and if you see, there's her arm right there. So apparently, I don't know if she collapsed the tunnel or if they collapsed the tunnel. But they were building or researching something here, and something happened, and the Titan Watchers' little helpers that were in charge of the Earthen, both looked like got destroyed or damaged.
I want to see
The pain, it's gone. I can think clearly. You saw another memory. This is just that emitter. Okay. And it attacked you. That's all. I mean, I'm so glad. He was about to say, that's awesome. While you were tracing the signal, I found more notes. I put them together for you to read. It's about Dornick and Galen. Dornick and Galen were the two, not Watchers. They're right below Watchers. It's like Titans, Titan Keepers, Titan Watchers, something else, whatever we were just fighting, and then the Earthen. That's kind of like the hierarchy, I believe. Alright, so let's check out the reconstructed ledger real quick. Also, this is how we found out how Dornegal got its name, because it was named for the two, I guess Watchers, or whatever they were, Dornick and Agalon? What was it? Dornick and Galen. Dornick and Galen. So Dornegal, that's where they got the name for the city. Let me go back through this. The first few pages seem to be notes cataloging different cuts of stone from a quarry to be used to continue constructing a Site Zero. You recognize sketches of some of the larger stones as they were used as keystones in the arches of Dornegal. Then suddenly the ledger changes. I feel compelled to write. I'm making a note to dispose of this later. There's something inside of me, calling me. Perhaps it is the Titans? Its voice is mournful. I feel perhaps anger. Is this sadness? But only the Keepers, the Watchers, and the Titans feel such things. No, it is something else. I will devote some processing to it. So I think back then also the Earthen were a lot more machine-like. They've since evolved or devolved a little bit, I guess you could say, with the curse of the flesh. I've discovered what I feel. It is unease. The emotion is directed at the Watchers, Dornick and Galen. They have their reasons, I am sure, for deactivating many of us at their discretion, but my programming, or something else, tells me something is not right. I should speak to those within my sector group, someone who has discretion. I did not know so many of us felt the same about Dornick and Galen. When our keeper brought them to us, we rejoiced and proposed to name the fortress we were building in their honor. So they were building Dornegal, I guess that's Site Zero. But now many of us are in agreement. Our blessed keeper may not soon return. We must do something about Dornick. We cannot lose more of us to his rages. Galen we will spare. She is cold and apathetic, but she has done no real harm. That's just a random page thrown in there. We are ready. At the beginning of second shift cycle, we will march to the Keeper's villa outside Site Zero. Hopefully, Dornick will be resting there. After taking many losses, Watcher Dornick has been deactivated. All of us had returned to our shifts by the beginning of Prime Shift. Watcher Galen has not yet noticed Dornick's absence. Watcher Galen has asked us what has become of Watcher Dornick. We've claimed ignorance, but she's been interrogating different Earthen and then deactivating them. She will stumble upon one of us soon. We must make a move tonight. So apparently what happened was, I believe what happened, from what I'm understanding, and you have to remember that the Keepers is what they are, that programmed the Watchers, which is what we just killed. So they are Watchers. Okay, so the Keepers were made by the Titans, right? They hold a tiny spark of whatever Titan they're aligned to. So the Keepers made the Watchers, and then the Watchers were watching the Earthen. I guess that's why they're called Watchers. Anyway, when the Titans, I guess, eventually were... Their forms were shattered by Sargeras originally. And then they, I guess, left for parts unknown for a little bit, looking for, I guess, new bodies or to recorporealize. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, I believe that the Keepers started when they lost basically their connection to their patron Titan. They started to lose their minds a little bit, I think. And then that bled down into the Watchers. Because if the few Keepers that we've run across, they're not usually very, I don't want to say sane. They're not, their handle's very different than our handle, I would say. I would say that. Anyway, I guess the Watchers started acting erratically. And apparently it's looking like Watcher Dornick would go into a rage for no reason sometimes. And hurt and or kill some of his charges, the Earthen. And they were getting tired of it. And so they fought back. They rebelled, basically, and killed him. Or disabled him, whatever. And then, a little while later, Galan, however you want to say it, she was like, where's Watcher Dornick? What's going on? And they were all like, oh, I don't know what's going on. We're just here to do a job, and that's what we're doing. And then she decided, rather than just get angry and start killing folks, I'm going to investigate. And after I question someone, I'm going to deactivate them so they can't, get with anyone else and try to corroborate a lie. And then they were, the ones that knew what was going on, knew that the jig was up. So I guess they went that night to destroy her. And then I'm thinking they covered up the truth, basically, and that's why the current denizens of Dornegal still revere the Titans, the Keepers, the Watchers, all of them, and they still try their best to follow their designations and their programming. So that's... After these people rebelled and got their freedom, they hushed it all up and then acted like the Titans, the Watchers, the Keepers, all of them just kind of went about for other parts and just left them alone. What is this?
It's too far away.
In this spot, a gathering of like-minded stonebound took place, a gathering of earthen that for millennia have witnessed the cracks in our society created by the unquestioning belief in our creators, the Titans, and their return. Oh, these people aren't falling for the rapture. A gathering of earthen that wished to no longer be bound to the edicts of long-gone oppressors. Henceforth, we, the stonebound, gathered here, declare ourselves the unbound, free of the Titans and the edicts. Now we will go forth from this place to enlighten others, that they can leave their directives behind and live as they see fit. And words of this first meeting will forever remain here on this stone, the stone of the unbound. Signed, Kriegval. So, remember, Speaker Brinth and Baelgrim, I think that's his name, they're still stonebound, whereas Edelgon, who we've been helping, Edelgon is an unbound, meaning she renounced her title as Stoneward or something, and she's like, I'm gonna go live my best life, and you guys aren't gonna stop me. All right, so now we need to wait. Pearlescent shell crab. Wait, where? It's apparently below me somewhere. Oh wait, is there a cave? No. There's a cave here. Okay. No, there isn't. It's a fake out. It's not a cave. Oh, here's the cave. Oh! I see. Let me just say this. Okay, so we haven't been in very, very many caves, right? The caves in this game are very, it's like Bethesda made them. They're pretty, you know, they're textured very well, but at the same time, oh, hello. This is not a pearlescent shell crab, is it? Braceworn Letitia. This tree is a marvel. It was a bit peaky, but as soon as that crab appeared, some color came back to its leaves. Very strange. If I had more of those crabs, maybe I could cheer it up. Seems they like trees. How can I help?
Tend your own garden.
Crab guiding branch. Wait. Do I touch the crab? Apparently not. Apparently not. That's weird. That's all I got was a crab guiding branch. Guide a pearlescent shell crab back to the Fraceworn Letitia. Oh, tailoring, hello. That was weird. Okay, I'm sure there's a tooltip on the map, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Alright, we are going to do these quests real quick. Oh! What is up, new follower? Glad to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. Okay, so... Wait, no, we don't need to be doing this quest. Why did I pick up this quest? What am I doing? I'm meant to be turning in these. Let's do that instead. That's the, that's part of the Earthen quest line, but that's not what we need to be doing right now. We need to go turn in a couple of quests. Lord Jesus. I should have just flown. I wanted to do some walking. I wanted to show off the town a little bit because we haven't been back to town on this tune in quite a minute. Alright, what's the ooh, the amount of lag I'm getting. Jesus! Everyone's in town right now. There we go. Why am I getting such bad lag? Oh my god. I'm getting like 6 frames a second or something. Although if